To me, it seems like a lot of small streamers fall into two different categories. One, they either have a ton of passion and genuinely love the process of what they do, and on the other hand, it seems like they have no idea why they're even creating content in the first place. Sometimes it seems like they just hit the post button and think they'll wake up to the exact outcome they wanted. I've been watching Twitch for nearly 10 years and YouTube even longer, but lately it just seems like a lot of people have truly lost what the idea of being a content creator even means. Let me paint a visual. This is Cassio. Cassio got into drawing because he saw a lot of his friends doing it and he saw a lot of art that inspired him. So what did he do? He went and got a drawing notebook, he watched tons of tutorials, he dumped a couple months into learning, and then after all that, he went and bought a $500 drawing tablet to continue his artistic journey. But here's the thing, his heart was never really in the artwork itself, it was in the end result. Soon after, he stopped drawing. But there's one thing about our friend Cassio that I have not told you. That is me. Fortunately, I didn't actually buy anything expensive and I wasted more time than money. However, a lot of small streamers are wasting both. They see what top creators have, they think they have it all figured out, and then they dive off the deep end and ultimately they fail. They think it's so easy, right? Like how hard can turning on OBS and playing some games or just turning on your phone and going IRL, how hard can it be? I say this to bring me to my first point. The thing I hate the most is the lack of identity in these people. On TikTok, I try to keep my For You page full of small streamers because I like to see people who are genuinely in love with the process, and I love finding new people. Like there are tons of streamers that went to Streamer University that I already knew way before they got selected. But because I see so many small streamers so often, I've noticed a pattern. Half of them are just trying to replicate or directly copy someone they've already seen go viral without even adding their own personality into it. I've probably seen 50 different TikToks and shorts of this is what my stream is like. And it's the same shit. They're jumping on desks, randomly dancing and screaming into their mic. Nice, bro. That's amazing. I've never seen that before. And sometimes these posts go overly viral, but you know what happens after? Radio silence. Because people resonate with the value and the effort that you're giving them. They aren't building any real fan base or any real connection, which is your entire bread and butter as a streamer. Because I can promise you one thing, and many streamers have said this before, it is better to have like 50 ride or die community members than 100 viewers that only come around to see one thing, and if you're not doing that, they just leave and will never support your other content. And the reason that 50 is so good for you instead of that 100 is because it lowers your actual floor as a creator. And that is one of the main things that you want to do. One viral clip probably won't do anything for you compared to posting multiple times and having it do worse, but you're consistently finding people that actually like your personality or enjoy what you're talking about. These people likely share similar values with you and will always show up for you. I actually asked for advice from my handsome, humble, goated streamer named Young Based Go, and he told me only one thing: be yourself. And as corny and simple as that sounds, I swear it made me be a better creator. I immediately felt the difference in my content, and I saw the different type of engagement I was getting from people seeing it. So many people are obsessed with the idea of being the next Kai, the next Aiden, the next this, the next that, only looking up at other streamers instead of looking themselves in the mirror, which your content should be a direct mirror of yourself. For me, this shows up a lot in my YouTube videos. Every single video where I just talked about something I was passionate about or how I felt about something, the videos always did pretty good because there are tons of people out there just like me, and there's tons of people out there that hold similar values to me, but they didn't know I existed until I put their thoughts onto my paper. But it wasn't all positive. There was one time I made a video, I did a stream, I tried to replicate the vibe of Queso. I played a game that he played, and I tried to set a similar atmosphere. However, that didn't bang, and the video probably underperformed because it wasn't me, it wasn't my heart in it. That's not to say you cannot look, and that's not to say you can't look at other creators for inspiration. For example, I made this video titled Life of an Omen Maid. I made this video in the exact same format as another YouTuber named Low Budget Stories. But instead of making it based on real life, I made it about Valorant, which is something nobody had ever done. I like Valorant, so I thought maybe people would enjoy it. But instead of making it about real life scenarios, I made it about Valorant, which nobody had ever done before. And because I like Valorant and I like low budget stories, there had to be some people out there that would enjoy a combination that didn't even know low budget stories existed. But let's get back on track. Many of these small creators are not selling themselves. And this largely applies to people who only react or talk about other people. Why are you selling me content of other people? Your quote unquote reaction content is you sitting on the top of the screen as a floating head above a dope ass video, but you're not saying shit. Why would I ever come back to your page? I don't know anything about you. All I know is that I want to see more of that video on the bottom. I don't care about you at all. Why are you only talking about big content creators and what they're doing? I want to learn about you. If I wanted to learn about them, I would go watch their fucking videos. Mind you, you can actually get away and produce good content by doing this. For example, PieMat, Omeezy. It's quite a few people that do reaction and talk about like streamer news and shit like that. The difference is they're providing actual insight in the things they're talking about. I don't want to see you react to, oh my god, Kai Cenat just blew up Rakai room. I don't give a fuck. I saw it 30 times before you popped up. And on top of that, why would I want to see you talk about it? You weren't there. I'll go watch Kai talk about it. I'll go watch Duke Denzel Dennis talk about it. Who are you? Being a creator is about bringing personality or value to a space. For example, let's say you're really good at Valorant. Okay, sure, you're good at Valorant, but so are 10,000 other people. Let's say realistically only like 5% of those people stream. Why would I watch your stream specifically? As an example, I'll use Tarek and Exter, two top Valorant streamers, but they provide vastly different value. Tarek is like a go-to reactor. He's like a straight up comfort streamer. He's easy to watch. He has a great personality and he has a lot of knowledge about the games and he knows a lot about the players. And his viewership typically peaks during VCT events, which is Valorant's tournaments, right? The reason this is because if you don't have the top tier knowledge to know exactly what's going on in the game, he can talk about it. Beyond that, however, even if you do have enough knowledge to watch the game and understand everything that's going on, it still feels like you're sitting there watching the game with one of your friends, right? Now, Exter built his core in an entirely different way. In the game's lifespan, Exter has been known to hit #1 on the leaderboards multiple times by hitting insane clips. But tons of people have insane clips. Why are they not big streamers? Because he was doing it on Yoru, a low pick rate agent that wasn't really said to be the best in the game. So he's created a niche within a niche, right? He's good at Yoru, a character not many people play and not many people even understand, and he's really good at it. And he's been #1 on the leaderboards many times. So if I know a VCT event is coming up, I'm not clicking Exter's stream. I'm clicking Tarek's. But if I want to see some high level gameplay, I'm going to click Exter. It's that simple. Now, this lack of identity is something I think IRL streamers specifically suffer from the most. They see IRL streams from big creators. It's amazing. They're going on fucking adventures. They have a tons of random encounters and all of that. So let's take a step back and imagine Cassio again. He sees his favorite streamer having hella fun IRL, and he's already considered being a streamer before and never just wanted to jump into it. But after seeing some clips, he finally decided to buy himself a Samsung Galaxy S24 and a nice IRL streaming setup. But he ignored something. He forgot about something very, very important. He ignored how much time that his favorite streamer spent building up their platform before going out and having all of this fun. Ice Poseidon is known to be the pioneer for IRL content. I mean, he is practically the face of it. He didn't just come out of nowhere though. He was already pretty known in the RuneScape community, and then he took his streaming into the public, and that just got him on to the next level. And overall, this just leads me to believe that there is a lack of effort in a lot of new streamers. Remember how I told you all of my For You page is full of small Twitch streamers? I have seen a massive influx of people that have like AI generated profile pictures. Their content quality is pretty low. They're not doing anything original, but they are doing one thing in common. They're begging for attention. I mean, you scroll their posts and yeah, they're posting 7 times a week, but half of these posts are follow for follows. I mean, there's 3 likes and 45 comments of people just dropping their Twitch usernames and following each other, but they are not conjuring any real connections or any real audience. They post a picture of their like Twitch activity logs showing that they have like 50 new followers today, and they're like, oh, we're finally making it. Then you check their Twitch tracker and they averaged the same 2 viewers that they had before. That follower number means almost nothing now. And I've also seen people straight up begging for collaborations with way bigger content creators. And it truly annoys and also saddens me to see these people not even trying, but in their mind, they truly think they're doing all they can do. But you're streaming 5 hours of COD, barely talking, you have one of those default ass overlays, and you're begging on TikTok for attention, expecting to create some form of community. It doesn't make any sense. And I've realized a lot of people's content now is just talking about being a small creator. I mean, endless posts of how it feels to be a small creator, the reality of a small creator, how it feels ending stream to 0 viewers, so on and so forth. So fucking what? I'm sorry, you're just not special. There are thousands of people just like you out there. Your sob story is not going to make me want to connect with you. Because you can see me ending my stream with low viewers, or you can see my posts aren't hitting like how I thought they would, but you won't see me complaining about it. But what you will see is me changing things up and trying new things. But you won't be seeing the effort I'm putting in just to like learn. You won't see me doing some nerd ass studying on this shit because I just want it. It's that simple. I love what I do. And even if it's not working, I'm still going to upload, I'm still going to post, I'm still going to hit start streaming. It doesn't matter to me. If I wanted to be a content creator for so fucking long, I'm not gonna sit here and cry that what I want isn't spawning in the second I thought it would. So listen, if you're actually an aspiring creator and you genuinely love what you do 2 things for me. 1, look at the content that you consume. I know you consume some YouTube, some Twitch, some TikTok. Go back even in your own TikTok likes and see what post you genuinely resonated with the most. After you do this, reflect on your own content. Think of your ideal audience or your like ideal viewer, like their age, their race, the other streamers they watch, what content they would consume, and then look at your content and tell me if you were them, would you enjoy your own content? If what you're doing doesn't align with what you imagine your viewers look like, then something probably needs to change. Anyway, that's pretty much it for me. Check out my Twitch, like this video, sub up. Honestly, I'm gonna try to start uploading more because there's a lot of things I want to talk about when it comes to content creation. And I know previously that's not what I was doing. And if you're one of like the 1K people that were really messing with me before I disappeared for like a few months, I got some stuff for y'all, bro. Like, I'm here to yap, bro. I'm back.